over it briefly. On the left side, you're working for your money. Okay, you have a job, you're working for somebody else, fulfilling somebody else's dream, or you're self-employed, you're working for yourself, but you have no time freedom. You're constantly working because the business cannot work without you. So if you're a business owner, you're employing other people to work for you, so you have more freedom. If you're an investor, you're making your money work for you. So this is going into foreign exchange. I think most of us on the call are familiar with this, but I'll go through it briefly. So it's a market where, imagine you're going from the US to Mexico, and you need to exchange your US dollar for Mexican pesos. And you usually do that either in the airport, or you do that once you cross the border. They'll have little foreign exchange stations. Okay, so this is the manual version where you give your US dollars and they give you pesos, right? That's what foreign exchange is. However, now it is automated. So we can engage in this process over on our phones, on our computers, and make money from buying and selling. Okay, so if the market, we can make money if the market goes up and if the market goes down, which is a beautiful thing. All right, is there somebody, raise your hand or unmute yourself if you're not familiar with foreign exchange, if you're on this call. I don't know everybody on the call now. So if you're not familiar with this, let me know. Okay, I think everybody is familiar. And if not, you can, again, reach out to me. So make your money work for you. Why not? It doesn't sleep, it doesn't get tired. This is what we need to tap into. This is the energy we need to tap into, leveraging our knowledge of the market, our knowledge of foreign exchange, so we can keep that money working for us. So this is the 6 keys to financial freedom: having solid cash flow. So having multiple sources of income, particularly residual income. So you're not trading your time and your body for money constantly. Okay, managing your expenses. So again, creating that expense sheet and creating a budget. Debt management. If you have a lot of debt, you can consider consolidating it so you have a lower interest rate, and then you commit to eliminating that debt as quick as you can. Have 6 months of savings. See, like this has 3 to 6 months. Just go ahead and have 6 months, because you never know what's going to happen. I don't think 3 months. 3 months wasn't enough for me when COVID hit. So that's just my personal bias and my personal story. And then prepare for emergency expenses. So if your car breaks down, like right now, my mom and I have to replace the furnace. We're about to go into winter, so we got to replace that. So prepare, have some additional amount of liquid savings for that, for emergencies. You know, if your pipe breaks, all those things, if for those who are homeowners, you know what I'm talking about. Proper protection against loss of income, and protect family assets. So these are the policies that I mentioned earlier. And asset accumulation, professional money management. So again, you know, investing, and then sheltering your money in, say, an IUL policy to shelter it from tax. Again, reduce estate taxes, build a family legacy. That's your living trust. Okay, so if you can check these 6 boxes, you are solid. All right, this is the goal. I'm not even able to check all these right now, but I have the intention, and it will happen. So it will happen for y'all too if you have the intention. So the cost of financial ignorance: spending more on transaction fees, running up bigger debts, incurring higher interest rates on loans, borrowing more, and saving less. We are not doing that. So establishing multiple streams of income. I think everybody on the call recognizes the value of this. We're conditioned to expect that we leave high school, we go to school for a particular field, and we get one single job and we good. That don't make no sense. That makes no sense, because as we can see with the pandemic, anything can happen. And this one single job, this one leg on the table, can easily be pushed over by a natural disaster, by a sickness, you know, by an accident, anything. So we need, and even 2, this table I can easily push over. 3 sources of income is a little bit more stable, but 4 at least is the best. So this is, I'm not talking about trading your time for money in 4 different ways. I'm talking about establishing sources of residual income. So residual income meaning putting in the initial work. So it might be a high amount of work, say you're creating a book or you're creating a webinar or something that you're charging for. So putting in the work at the beginning and then being able to step back because people can just click on that thing and you know, buy it, and you making coins in your sleep, right? This is also true for network marketing, which a lot of us are engaged in. We have a residual income process embedded in our platform. So there are several opportunities for this. If you're wanting to know more about that, definitely reach out to me. Establish multiple mentors. I cannot emphasize this enough. I feel like the value of mentorship in the mainstream has really, we've let that drop off, particularly with our children, particularly with our youth. Okay, we need to emphasize for ourselves and for our youth that we need to intentionally establish multiple mentors that we can call on and gain their wisdom, hear their experience, ask their advice, or if they've transitioned, they're an ancestor, but they have stuff on YouTube, you know, you can establish people who you're not connected to personally as your mentor if they have a lot of free content. They're still mentoring you through their literature, through their YouTube videos. But establish multiple mentors.